What's up, boss Tweezy? It's your boy Dem Beezy, and I'm coming to you here live from the Steezy. It's the last stream of 24 Easy. Yes, sir. And I'm back at it again here on the Jam Skating News Network. It's time to get it in. And for the last stream of the year, I'd like to start off with a moment of thankfulness because I have to go back to what I was doing December 23rd of 2023, where this all begins. So for the last couple years, I've been spending New Year's in Baltimore because that's where my friends stay. So I go hang out with my friends for a couple days. I hang out with them for Christmas, and I also spend in the New Year's with them. And then that usually means that I'm outside in Baltimore. But now I am in DC. I spent the holidays in DC this year. And so that kind of changes a couple things. First, I'm not in Baltimore for New Year's. But for this story, it's important. I am at my friend's house in Baltimore. And I started 100 hours of Melee at his house. I was streaming 5 hours a day. Land. I had started playing fighting games on stream. I was doing the Twitch thing on the weekends. Every weekend I'm streaming or stuff. But I hadn't established a schedule. I was nervous about saying that I was going to be on stream at specific times because I didn't trust me to be on stream. I didn't trust it. I didn't trust I was going to come home, shower, get the set ready, and jump on. But now every single week, every Tuesday, I come right home. It is in my schedule. That morning or the day before, I write my stream out so I'm not jumping on like, oh man, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Well, it is Tuesday. And as you can see, I'm not streaming video games, but I do have to be honest, everybody. Uh, this is my drawer. This is my desk drawer. This is what's in my desk drawer. I gotta confess, everybody. I've been playing Melee. I play so much Melee. I played Melee, but I didn't stream it. I played Melee, but I didn't stream it. And I think I found a good medium. Because I thought about something. I got one life to live. One, I want to play Melee with my time or not play Melee with my time. Is not playing Melee really moving the line for you? You can stop doing a lot of stuff before you stop playing Melee. And if I'm not streaming, that means I'm not playing for 5-hour chunks. So, worst case, I put an hour on unranked, hour 30 on unranked. In the middle of the day, after I do some work, I'm sitting at the crib, and I really asked myself, bro, you put an hour 30 on unranked. Finish up your day. I'm coping. I'm coping. I feel like I'm confessing. I gotta confess to everybody. I'm looking up because I was about to pull something up. I can't even remember what I'm looking for, but anyway, I had to confess to the Melee. And I started playing Street Fighter 4. I considered streaming. I was this close to booting the game. I was more than this close to booting the game up. I was going to stream video games. I think it was a couple nights ago. It was like Saturday. I'm at the crib. Man, I don't got a gallivant around town life. What are you talking about? Boy, you gonna be home every single Friday, Saturday night, pickle headed boy. Ain't that much coding in the world. I could put in 2, 3 hours of coding real quick. I remember what I'm getting. The reason why you didn't code wasn't because you didn't do it on stream. I don't even have a stream to do it on. I'm gonna show everybody all the stuff I built. Something I realized today, I am so close to legitimately earning the free web design certification. Because I'm going through, I technically passed all of the projects already. But I was thinking about it. This is the type of website that I'm building. No, no, no. What's the joint? Can I get the example? Let's go to the end. With like the different columns. This is it. People just do this with like surrounded edges. They're talking about the different types of code, like writing the different stuff to make like quote text and basic pictures. And now when I go to improve my website, because I sent my portfolio in today. For the long time, I didn't have a portfolio. I was making something. Whoopsies. What is going on? Please. Not like this. I'm trying to pull my website up. It's not pulling up, but maybe it was just a tab. What's going on? Well, if I gotta check it later. Anyway, I'm on a tangent. This is a similar thing. It's the same thing. I'm looking at the joint because I just go inside of it, make it bigger like this or something. But that's the man. Ooh, I haven't heard nothing to say. I be applying to jobs. You get to the part where they ask for your portfolio, you ain't got nothing to send. I can't even apply. Like I'm like, oh snap. You want some case studies? Anyway, I'm just thinking about the last tangent, the last tangent of 2024. I had to do this. I had to show y'all what I've been watching because I'm sitting here confessing to playing video games. So on Christmas, I went to my friend's house and we played video games for hours. And for New Year's Eve, I'm about to go play video games. And The game was Street Fighter 4. We was playing Street Fighter because I've been playing all of this Melee. So I've been playing games, but I haven't been playing any Street Fighter. I went on a 27-5 run in Street Fighter 6. It's like a Diamond Rate Guile. I played Zangief. So if you know anything about Street Fighter, you know what that means. You know what I was doing. But the funny thing is in Street Fighter 6 is nowhere near as bad because you have parry. You can parry within like a billion kajillion frame window. Every single time, regardless. So like projectiles aren't even the same. Let's get straight to it. This one right here, I really felt the emotion on this one.
You play fighting games that you will lose, but that's okay, man. You don't win them all. Even the best player in the world, number one, he's not winning every single
Look at his face.
Okay. So you realize that you lost a game.
He really feeling that loss.
I lost a game. It's okay. I can still live with this idea of me just losing one game. I can live with this. And then there's Dale.
Oh, dude, that shit for the lunch.
Come on, man.
Y'all see what the fuck I'm talking about? Oh my god!
Come on, man.
Fucking shit! Shut the fuck up, nigga! How the fuck did that happen?
Mentally untouchable.
Dale is by
Hey, yo, he tweaking. And it reminds me of Braxton from the from the Jamie Foxx show, getting angry. Tell me why I watched this clip in the gym. I was sitting in the gym, lifting weights, listening to this.
Get on out of here, shut. I'll tell you this much, Jamie. I have to commend you on your nonviolent approach.
Right.
You know, I think I would have gone a little differently with that because I know
It's
what
just
it's like to be picked on, right?
the emotion in his voice.
As a
They
student, you
still-
know, and they would hit me,
What
they tease me
cardigans?
about it, you know, from the left, from the right, they tease me. They would take everything from me, like my cardigan sweaters, my violins, my chocolate milk they would take from me, and I'd say, yo, look here! Yo, look here! I am not gonna take it anymore!
Oh, Jamie, like, calm down. Calm down. It's like, brother, I'm offering you my support.
Get on out of here, shut. I'll tell you this much.
Anyway, let's get focused. Indy Jamma Jones. Indy, come out and play. Indy! Allegedly in New York. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it like this. You know I could not resist. Yeah, that one just wrote itself. I honestly have been thinking about that for weeks. It's come out. Two play? I thought it was come out and play. See? Don't even know the words. So it was just 3 bottles. Why does this dude want to see the Warriors get messed up so bad? Wow. See, now I look stupid. That's me. I don't say screenshots like that. And oh yeah, I like that. So Today, I want to take an opportunity and actually watch all the way through a video that might have changed the course of history as we know it. Let's keep it real. This moment in time changed roller skating history, and that can actually not be understated. These videos changed roller skating because when you go back and when we look at the entire thing that's going on, man, I saw another guy do a thumbnail like this, and I said, you know what, bro, you got to get this one. These are some of the most popular roller skating videos. This is one of the first things that gets searched. This is a seriously big video. Indy Jamma Jones was really popular. Like I didn't realize how popular, or I hadn't let it sink in how popular Indy Jamma Jones really is. Let me pull this over a little bit. I'm going through my comments, and it cannot be understated how many people will say that Indy Jamma Jones, like, got him into skating. Indy Jamma Jones taught me everything that I needed to know about roller skating. Every single move, every single tip I needed. She guided me through the darkness of roller skating. I think this right here is the quote that really, really made me say, wait a minute. Hey, bro, I think you need to take an opportunity and see about the respect that goes on Indy Jamma Jones's name that belongs there. Let's keep it a Bizine. El Bizington. The 16-minute long video, filled with pauses and equivocal explanations, did not please the masses. Wrong shot. I got this thing. Okay, I opened the wrong one. Here's what I needed. This is the description that really got me thinking to myself. With an electric fashion, eloquent skating skills, and a charming personality, Indy Jamma Jones became a mogul of roller skating in the digital age. She was heavily associated with Moxie Skates, the most coveted brand of skates during the height of the quarantine. Her YouTube channel thrived as aspiring skaters turned to her for a comforting, inspiring guidance. She emanated a sense of coolness that every woman desired to emulate. She was destined for roller skating greatness. She was destined for roller skating greatness. With promising business endeavors, such as a collaboration with Black-owned skating company Moonlight Roller, and her own children's books was in the works. A children's book about roller skating? Wait a minute. Cha-ching. Depending on how you make it. This quote right here really told me something about human nature and the internet. It taught me. It taught me about what it takes to really get a silver plaque. What do you need to be? She emanated a sense of coolness that every woman desired to emulate. Who is her market? Who did she inspire? Who was eating this up? She was destined for greatness. That's how they should be talking about you. There is not a roller skating influencer that is not walking Indy Jamma Jones's footsteps right now. Everybody's jocking her swag. Every single video, word for word, bar for bar. The entire Planet Roller Skates playbook. That's all that's getting ran. Let's keep it real. Like, I went back and I really, really thought about this. Let's look at these videos. The timing. Learn to roller skate. This joint has like 4 million.
Hey, Paige.
You know who else has a learn to skate video? 7 years ago. This wasn't during the 2020 boom. I think we got to put a little bit more respect on her name. She did not start putting out high converting roller skating content in 2020. 2020 was 4 years ago. This predates the Moxie Big Story video. What do you mean? 2.6 million views. 7 years ago, 2.6 million views was a ridiculous amount of views to have on a video. It didn't have that there. We could get the social blade, but just even think about the viewflation. Dirty Debs has one that's like 4 million views. I Dan Solo has one that's like 1 million views, did 1 million views. That's a channel that does the entire just roller skating, introduction to roller skating reels, and they do millions of views. 99.9% of skaters are never touching 1 million views. Lifetime. This is one video. All these skaters as my sons. And I'm not talking about Phoenix. How to spin. Who don't got a how to spin? Who don't got a how to stop? Who don't got a roller skate backwards? Who don't got to skate downhill? Who don't have a skate upstairs? Even look at the topics. Crossovers. How to fall. Who don't got one of those? Who don't talk about this? What is a roller skate? Whose fawn is this? Whose fawn is this? How many people adopted this thumbnail style afterwards? How many people walked in her footsteps minutes later? I'm not talking about the 2020 people. All these skaters is my sons. Boom. What happened, bro? What did you do?
What I do? Just go to the office. What I do?
Go, just go.
What I do? Just go to the office. What I do?
Go, just go.
What I do?
Not Indy Jamma Jones. What did I do? That's the what did I do? When I tell you, I'm writing this down. Indiana Jones when she got called out. What did I do? But that's not the quote that I'm looking for. I think it was Superman. What have you done?
What have you done?
I'm hoping that's playing for y'all.
What have you done? What have you done?
Pigeon getting on the Planet Roller Skate Facebook page. Ooh-wee. Imagine, what have you done? What have you done?
What have you done?
I'm definitely getting the stream taken down for that. I just think it's funny. And you know, I really took a step back and I thought, I'm just laughing at this joint. I've really been thinking about, like, why do you think this is funny, bro? This should not be funny. It's not funny. It's not the attitude that you need to bring to this. Can you become? Whoa, man! I moved my box. No, how long my box been moved? A figure that all women will look to emulate and become. Who wrote this? Is this who wrote this? Is she Beyonce? Skate Beyonce? Said what? Oh man, I'm gonna get popped by Saturday Night Live. You can't play Saturday Night Live sketches. It was like the day Beyonce turned black. Dudes was like, what did she say? Oh man, I'm writing these down. The day the day Indiana Jones deleted them concerts. Indy Jamma Jones deleted those comments. It was like the day we found out Beyonce was black. Like the day they found out. Not skate Beyonce. It's not skate Beyonce. Anybody but skate Beyonce. Not skate Beyonce. Oh. Why do I do this? Because I think it's funny. So I went back and I looked at that other stream and I said, man, can you use all of these clips? Boom. So Skate Beyonce gets called the R word. Ooh. And it looked like the charge is about to stick. Like they sticking. These charges sticking. Oh man. Like so I'm thinking about a wire reference. We watching this one from the beginning.
I'm done spending an obscene amount of money on takeout every week.
So let's go to the full cam. Oh yeah. Welcome to my desktop. My settings randomly changed, and now my desktop background changes, and I'm so grateful because I was looking at the stock wallpaper screen for years, and the fact that now they just change it for me. You've seen her in your videos. You've seen her teaching you some skate lessons. This video made me understand why people support queer girl straight skate so much. I get it now. I'm like, oh wow. Because when stuff went down, I'm like, I can tell this is genuine energy. And then I had never been able to look at somebody's posture and be like, oh wow. This video taught me a lot in body language. Taught me a whole lot about body language. Because let's look at the differences in their posture. I'm not a body language expert. You know, you always got to say that. Open. Looking at the audience. Taking it back. Genuinely at a place where she's like, I don't think this is how this is supposed to be ran. And then we got completely closed off. Arms crossed. Lips pursed. This shot here taught me so much about body language because I'm like, this is what you look like when you're upset. If you're doing these specific actions, you're going to look like you're upset. And regardless of what you say, when the video evidence gets played back, it's going to play back and you're going to be making the motions of a person that did not want to hear that message. Like, I learned so much. And then this zoom in. How did she find this clip?
Talk to us about this. Like, you need to address that something happened and have a conversation with us.
Oh, really?
Okay, I have to do this video. I have to get this video done before the sun goes down because I'm like running against time right now. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Karen the Carrot and I make roller skating videos here on YouTube.
I'm about to get some water.
I mostly do roller skating content. This is not my normal setup. I'm usually filming some skate related content around my house, but I really needed a secluded and safe space to make this video, and my car is like my safe place right now. Not that anyone cares, but I'm like having some troubles in my personal life and my family life and just my career now, I guess. Roller skating, it's just a weird time, you know, and we just had like a lunar eclipse. It's eclipse season, it's Cancer season, Cancer moon, everyone's feeling everything and everything feels weird. But I can no longer like not say anything. So I'm gonna talk about my experience with Planet Roller Skate and Indy Jamma Jones. You guys have noticed I've taken like a fat break on my YouTube. I haven't really posted anything because things were kind of feeling weird to me with Indy before any of this had ever happened. And I just like lost a lot of motivation. And then the Black Lives Matter movement came on, and it was
and she needed that quiz op too. Man, especially if it's your friend and you know your friend trying to make it and try to get on. The last thing that I would do is invite them to a job and then compromise their ability to get paid from it.
wild and passionate and powerful. And then same thing, like around the same time, like stuff was going down with part of the roller skating community, especially a part that I'm associated with, which is Planet Roller Skate. Because if you guys have seen my other roller skate videos, I am like sponsored by them. Like we have an agreement where they pay me and I shout out their company because, you know, so that's why I'm here. That is what this video is about. If you guys don't know what the hell I'm talking about, I'm going to explain myself right now.
She was working with Planet Roller Skate?
Now, and the reason this has taken me so long is just because I've been trying to collect the story from like several different people, from like different I've just been like observing and seeing everything, and you know, I've just been watching to see if anyone's gonna say anything. So okay, I'm talking too much. Pretty much the point of this is that I'm no longer going to be working with Indy Jamma Jones. And if you guys don't know who that is, she's a roller skater who also started like making tutorials, making content for roller skaters here on YouTube. She has a very large following, and she then made an online shop where she could sell skates to people, and then contacted me to promote her shop on my videos, you know, because like I don't know if you guys have noticed, but roller skating is popping, you know, it's growing. Ever since COVID happened, everyone has been like stuck at home trying to learn something new, and a lot of people wanted to get skates, and you know, like skating has been popping on TikTok, and TikTok is popping right now regardless. So it's just like it's really cool, you know, like a lot of people are getting into skating, but Indy really messed up.
5,000.
I want to let the whole video play. For Karen. I want her to get all her ad money. I need her to get every single cent. Because I'm dead reacting to this. Ain't no way I'm watching this video in 2020. Combing over every word. Like, yes, Karen, tell me more. Every time I see the dudes at Shun Yun, all I can think is, man, they must have practiced. Man, they was practicing. And you know they practicing. In the lab, like John Wick kids, they was going crazy. I think the American dream is to dress your kid up in grown-up clothes and go to the theater.
So what happened
nothing more American than that.
Was that I don't have a Facebook,
kids in grown-up
but
clothes.
Planet Roller Skate has a Facebook.
They just wear that all the time.
Where like if you want to be in that like group or whatever, you have to answer a couple questions about skating, and it's usually like grown-ups joining it to find other people to skate, because, you know, like, little kids don't really use Facebook. So yeah, it's so weird. Like, I'm telling the story again, and I just, like, I'm remembering everything, and it's just, like, so bad, dude. So there's a group called Planet Roller Skate.
Let them know, Cameron. Why am I like this?
Right? On Facebook. And it was the day of the murder of George Floyd that happened. Wait, I don't remember if it was the exact date, but it was like fresh. Like, that had just happened. And this black skater used, kind of like retweeted, but it's Facebook, I don't know what it's called. But she got like the video and like the headline of like, she was so upset that this happened, you know, like everyone was upset, right? Like, that video is freaking horrifying. It's so sad. It makes you feel like gross. That shouldn't have happened. Anyways, she then posted that video and then like that same title, but then she added her experience as a black woman, as a black skater, and being like racially profiled by the police. Like, she had a story of like how she was skating at a parking lot and cops kept coming and checking for her and trying to talk to her, like ask her weird questions, and they just made her very uncomfortable that she had to leave. So then people, you know, that are in the group, they were like agreeing. They were like, yeah, like, this is so messed up that like you have to experience this, and then like adding their experiences, you know, just having a conversation about it. And then all of a sudden that post was deleted. So then people started commenting on the Facebook page, demanding to know what happened to the post, why was it deleted, what happened. And then one of the administrators, or like the people that run that Facebook, was like, oh, like, sorry, but our guidelines for this Facebook group is no politics.
Let me see how I can get to her involvement.
More comments,
because I feel like I'm taking people through the same thing over and over again,
and just being really weird. Like, no, like, girl, you messed up. And like, to me, it was like, she's part of the LGBTQ community, this group, and they were talking about, you know, that, like, you know, the injustices and stuff. I never listened to it, to be honest, but I know that it's out there. But then Indy wanted to do her own version, and she called up Sojourn, you know, her like her YouTube name is like I Am Every Girl.
Okay.
And she's black, and she called her and some other like
look for the black girl named I Am Every Girl. Now you get the age of stuff like this. It's not her. Does not fit the profile. How to fall. 2 years later, Skady, Jock and Indy Jamma Joes, word flow, word for word, bar for bar. Jock and Indy Jamma Jones flow, word for word, bar for bar. It is funny. Nicole Fiore was there. Tell me why my homegirl came through and told me her name Nicole. She said, stop calling her Nicole, boy. That's not her name. That is not a name. It's not this woman's name. It's clearly Nicole. Name is Nikki, but my name ain't Nicole. I can't believe I rapped that. Nickname is Nikki, but my name ain't Nicole. Arr. Nickname is Nikki, but my name ain't Nicole. I said, why did you rap that? Now you can never unwrap it on stream. Jockin, Indy Jamma Jones, flow. Word for word, bar for bar. Whose fun is that? Everybody talk about what other people stealing. Let's talk. I'm sorry. It's all skaters. Nobody gonna say that though. Who? Who? Not a single tutorial Indy Jamma Jones did make 7 years ago. And let's look at roller skating before. When I was in high school, I used to come home and search JB roller skating. None of these videos would pop up. Not stuff to talk about setups and giving out information. Do you know the only way to learn how to JB skate back in my day? Move to Chicago. Let me finish this first.
Black skaters
Oh wait,
from London.
I gotta connect this point about Indy Jamma Jones. This video was on the internet. I'm messaging people, and oh man, I gotta call my boy, get to the rig. This came out the same time Indy Jamma Jones was making how to skate videos. Now think about this. The amount of time and organization that goes into making a piece like this. Dancing in Chicago, Skate with James Brown Style. It's officially published by the New York Times. This is not a vlog style YouTube video. 4 years ago, it's pretty much skate life. JB Scoop Footwork Challenge 6 months ago. Learn to JB skate with me online. Nope, none of that. I was watching stuff like this 14 years ago. Tony Zane floor shows. Jam skate promos. The same one. The same one. For days and days, years and years. She didn't create the dance video though. I can't say that she created the dance video. And the party event recap, that's a completely Indy Jamma Jones created style. The party event recap goes to other creators. And she did not create the HD documentary piece. This is what I would be watching back in the day. I'm about to show y'all the video I used to watch. Can't even find it no more, that joint. Nope. They took them joints off. Snap it, roll call. Roll bounce. The clips from roll bounce was like the only thing you had to watch. Ain't nothing else to watch. Nobody was making nothing. Even the idea of creating dance videos consistently created, that means Anakoto. That means we gotta credit Anakoto. Anyway, I am on a tangent.
Then that were like fairly new to skating. So it was a bunch of black skaters from London. Some were fairly new. And then it was Pigeon and Indy. This was a Zoom call, by the way. It was like a Zoom call.
Oh wow.
And then there was this other dude who was speaking on part of the LGBTQ community. So to me, it was very random, though. I was just like, who are these people?
It was very random.
And okay, it was just super random to me. And then the day before that they did that, Indy had called me on my phone like twice, and I just like stared at my phone, and I felt so weird. I was just like, no, like, girl, you messed up. And like, to me, it was like she's reaching out because I'm a person of color, and like she wants me to like tell her what to do. That's what I thought, because this is kind of like what happened with the Impala situation. Do you guys remember? Okay, we'll talk about that soon. But she called me like twice and I didn't answer. Like, I felt weird, and I felt like she just wanted to use me, you know? So then the next day they did that Zoom call, and then apparently like the people that were on that call were not even notified that this was gonna go on YouTube. Like, they thought they were just gonna have a conversation, and then they're like, no. So both of these videos, like this one and like the Moxie one, were like 2 hours, and
yeah, they were like 2
I
hours
was
long.
Watching the Planet Roller Skate one. It was called like Town Hall. I was watching it I was listening to it because it's just I'm talking, so I was listening to it when I was driving home. I only listened to about like half an hour of it, and it was just like the vibes were weird, and like Indy's face, she was just like being like a berrinchuda, like she didn't want to be there, like she was just like pouty, and you know, Pigeon just looked like she was just like there, and like, yeah, so it looked weird. It looked weird, and people were not happy about it. So then, do you know what this girl did? She erased the video. So she erased the video.
So she erased the video. She erased the video in quick time. Quick maps.
Indy did this video to kind of cover her ass. But then, see, like, she tries to, like, so she's been choosing. So Indy has been choosing to stay silent about everything, and in hopes that, like,
it's cool to hear Karen say the same thing that I've been thinking. It's wild that these videos ain't up no more. And it was wild when it happened. I'm about to grab some Rice Krispies. I think it's been enough time for me to go grab more snacks from the store. I buy an exorbitant amount of Little Debbie snacks. I eat an exorbitant amount of Little Debbie snacks. I'm going to keep it real.
like, we're gonna forget, or we're gonna like just stop talking about it. It's funny though, because like when Impala was getting called out for not paying their people of color for a photo shoot that I was involved in, like Impala's strategy was to just turn off the comments and ignore everyone and like hide under a rock, right? So that just made me, I'm like so upset at the next steps that Indy took, because they're just horrible and therefore prove what kind of person she really is, and therefore letting me know how much I do not want to work with this girl, you know? So, okay, let's talk about the video that she put on with Queer Girl Straight Skates and me. Like, let's just talk about that video.
Why does she keep doing these videos? I just don't get about Indy Jamma Jones now. Why does she keep doing informationals? Why is she on panels? Why do you think that creating a panel with these people would be a good idea? I think that's one of the worst PR moves I've ever heard in my entire life. I don't know where I want to go. Let's say I'm at the tennis course with her. And then over and over again, she did like 10 of these. We get it. But now we're getting something else from this.
Because
and then we get there, you looking
right
uncomfortable.
About what she said. I literally listened to this video and typed it. So many people were commenting that this whole incident reminded them about that one video that Indy, me, and Rebel, Queer Girl Straight Skates, did together, and how it made them so uncomfortable because she literally silenced me every time I tried to talk about my experience. And that is true. And I felt that too. How I got involved in that situation was that Indy wanted to make that video, but she thought it would be better to be put on Queer Girl's channel. So they, both of them, who are not even involved with Impala, were gonna talk about Impala, and me being the one that experienced that, I was there, that I got that mistreatment, that like backhanded, oh yeah, we forgot to pay you. Like, it was up. It was up. And they were gonna talk about that without me. And apparently it was Rebel's idea to call me, and then she called me and she basically said, yeah, we want to talk about what happened, but like we think it's looking a little bit like too white. That's literally what she told me. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna talk about it because this happened to me. How are you gonna make a video talking about the situation that went?
Gonna be two whites is crazy. I can't even repeat this language.
Down that involves me, and you're not gonna like, oh, you're gonna, oh, we just remember that maybe we should invite you. What the and then they didn't even contact the other person that was involved, like, at all, to even hear.
She's also bringing, I'm making a video talk about the situation, Karen, too. Me too, my bad.
Side of the story. So, with my little receipts, I'm gonna post clips about this video too. But it's just, it's so annoying. Like, I don't know. I just feel hella played again. And when the Impala thing happened with her, like, she basically, we were gonna talk about it at my house, and she came over and she kept avoiding the conversation. Like,
kept
we were, like,
avoiding the conversation,
like, and like, you know, having a cool time. We were like watching music videos, but then, like, you know, the time came and I was like, so, like, about Impala, like, what are we gonna do? And then she just kept like avoiding it. And then the next day, like, they called me all like random. That's why I look like in that video. Like, I have like my hair is all wet. Like, I was like, well, damn, like, let me at least take a shower. I just felt like I had to because I was like sponsored or whatever. But it was just like a very weird experience. And if you watch that video again, I'm gonna link it down below so you can watch it. It's very like uncomfortable, but it just like, it shocked me because, like, now that I know the actions that Indy took towards its fat freaking movement, like towards like not giving a damn about black people. To me, she didn't even have to say anything to just say that she's a racist, that she doesn't.
They taught me a lot about
value
body
people of
language. They were
color,
so weird
black
in this video. I'm like, if you act like them in this video, that's how they know you guilty, bro. Like, you gotta relax.
people like she values white people. And I've had that feeling in my gut for a while.
Ooh.
But hold up, let's do the receipts first. So from what I typed, so Rebel says we need to talk about Impala. We are here to talk about it with us in the comments. Indy says keep it nice or else it's not fun. Rebel says yeah, and it's clear that people care about it, and that's why people are talking about it and are frustrated and have a lot of feelings, and from these feelings we could really demand growth for us skaters, and I think that's really good. So yeah,
Jaw
okay.
dropping.
And then she says, all right, let's talk to Karen. What happened to you? And then I explained what happened. You know, they didn't pay me. They invited us to the same shoot. We found out that there's 4 of us. The 2 white girls got paid. The 2 people of color did not. It was sus. And they were told to keep it hush hush. So that's even more sus. And then I say, what made it really sketchy is that they and I were the only people of color, so that made it really sketchy, and that just made us question Impala's morals and ethics and everything, right? It looks sketchy. We live in a world in 2019. We live in America. Trump is in power, so you know all of this is really sensitive, and we are tired of being played. So this whole thing came out, and other skaters were told not to talk about it. The pay, which made it sketchier. Impala turned off their comments, and people were mad, and that's how it started. And then Indy said, so I mean, that's sketchy and like not cool, and I think that's awesome that people are speaking out about it, and they should feel completely valid in those feelings.
First off, that's sketchy and like not cool, and I think it's awesome.
Look, this scene right here. This was the scene that won me. And when I said, "Oh wow, this really might really be something here," in the way that she handled the whole situation, she was just a little bit too uncomfortable. It was a little bit too uncomfortable. Look at her posture. Let's think about the shapes. And let's look at this shoulder. I'm not a body language expert. I'm sitting here playing FBI again. Rebel, her shoulders are down. Let me come to this. They're down. They're relaxed. Her head's even down a little bit. She's listening because her shoulders are up. Let's come back. Legs crossed, arms crossed. She's protecting herself. Legs crossed, arms crossed, but she's fiddling with the bottle. I'm not about to. Indy, I'm not doing this. But it's a barrier. These are barriers. Our bodies create barriers. When we feel uncomfortable, our bodies create barriers. Looking at the eye line. There's so much subtext in every part of this picture. We got them 2 sitting over here. We have her over here on the side. And let's break this down. She's sitting feet shoulder width apart, arms crossed across her body like she's forming a shield. This is an active position. Legs crossed, hands together. This is a more relaxed position. You're protected, but it's defensive. Feet planted, arms crossed is an offensive defensive position. And what is she about to say? I think the part about the whole thing that I want to point out. When I read the comment from the bottom of the Impala video, and they said that there was a comment that said that the photographer didn't know she was supposed to be on the shoot. And because the photographer didn't know that she was supposed to be on the shoot, it makes it difficult when you get to paying people. And that takes a couple days to work out regardless. And after saying that and hearing that, I said that Impala has a point. I want to come to my video and read the comment. I screenshot it in case the dude deleted it too. They showed up on my recommended and I wanted to comment. One thing that I did not feel comfortable sharing years ago when it happened. I was involved. I knew the first videographer. If you watch the video, skaters who were paid were wearing a matching Volt Green outfit. I said, under these circumstances, in which Impala did not explicitly invite the people to the shoot. So let's see how they got to the shoot. Karen is savvy. It was shared to them through their friends who have been officially hired for the shoot. This creates a logistical system error that the average middle manager is not vested enough to specifically solve. Immediately. Now I got to do this again because this composition is much better. No, I'm not going to do it again. Anyway, let's get back. But on the other hand of that, that's going to be the way that Indy Jamma Jones is about to discuss this. Because I think that the way that she discusses it in the specific implications of a lot of the things that she's saying, it's like, eek.
Did you know that Amazon has a...
The subtext.
Harder than it looks because you have to be like talking.
That's sketchy.
Look at that eye contact.
Cool, and I think it's awesome that people are speaking out about it, and they should feel completely valid in those feelings. Yeah.
And then Rebel said, "Yeah, like we definitely."
Oh man, look at this last look.
Awesome.
Say, looking to the front, talking, looking to the front, talking, looking to the front, talking, says the last statement. She kind of eyes her out from under the hat. I've been trying to find a Family Guy clip to play after she does this for a week. I promise you, I've been looking for the clip. I've watched entire Family Guy joke compilations, multiple searches, hours of Family Guy joke compilations, looking for them to make fun of a person for being the R word.
In those feelings, yeah.
And then Rebel
Maybe
said,
that ain't no problem.
Like, you definitely need to demand.
I need a meme
equally.
for that moment because that was
like,
wild.
That's so messed up that they would not pay you. And Indy said, and it's understandable. Like, it's totally normal for people to be paid.
I'm supposed to be going somewhere, but it's raining.
Social media following, skill level, like these things are normal. But the fact that you were specifically asked, no, the other girls were specifically asked to not tell you guys, that's a little sketchy, you know? It's just like you're hiding something.
We definitely need to demand that people treat people of color equally. Yeah. Like, that's so messed up that they would not pay you. Yeah. And it's understandable. Like, it's totally normal for people to be paid different rates for jobs based on, you know, social media following.
Look at the look on Rebel's face. She's pleading with her.
Or skill level, like
skill level.
You were specifically asked, or the other girls were specifically asked not to talk to you guys. It's like, that's a little sketchy.
It's just that you were specifically asked.
And then later on, Indy says, well, dang, so I guess it's like, all right, what can happen? What can we do about this? That's what a lot of the activity online is asking.
Okay, but let's talk about this for 1 second. Maybe I don't want to type this in and then make people feel like I've been trying to be mean. There's an article about this. Wealth can make us selfish and stingy. Life for the poor can be challenging. Fewer resources to meet basic needs, more instability in one's home and work life, and more threatening living environments. For this reason, you might assume, let me get to my news background. What did he say, boy? What did he say? Why my voice cracking like that on the say? Life for the poor can be challenging. For fewer resources to meet basic needs, more instability in one's home and work life, and more threatening living environments. For this reason, you might assume that people in the lower classes would be more self-interested and less likely to consider the needs of others than wealthier individuals who can afford to be nice. But a growing body of fighting suggests the opposite. That is, those with the fewer resources who attend more to the needs of others. For example, one of the studies found that people driving the oldest, cheaper cars were more likely to stop for an experimenter that was waiting to cross the street at a crosswalk. Those with the means to drive nicer cars were far more likely to blow right through without stopping. This may reflect basic differences in how much the rich and poor attend to the needs of others around them, whereas wealthy folks can rely on their money when times get tough. The poor are more dependent on others and invest more in their relationships. Data show that lower income individuals spend more of their time socializing with other people than their more well-to-do counterparts who spend more time alone. Rich people spend less time socializing. Working class people are more friendly and engaged. They are more likely to make eye contact and nod while their partner is talking. During the same interactions, middle class people appear ruder, more distracted, checking their phones or doodling on a piece of paper. People from the lower social strata tend to feel more emotionally connected to other people. The more money a person makes, I'm looking for the science on it. I'm not looking at guys and rich people are evil. The more you have, the less you give. According to a 2002 independent sector survey, households earning more than $100,000 a year contribute only 2.7% of their income to charity, while those earning less than $25,000 gave a more generous 4.2%. The research shows that it's no accident. The more money a person makes or has, the less generous, helpful, compassionate, and charitable he is towards other people, says Paul Puff, a doctoral candidate in social and Why your rich friend? Oh, I found a site for this because I don't even know how to do that. I'll be trying to do it. Continue without supporting. And when I read this, I thought it was so interesting. And I realized how much of everything it specifically explains and how much you can really understand this. They are peerless. If a person knows they're in a higher income bracket than their friends, they likely feel isolated or othered, Bradley says. People with substantially more money have a smaller population to have as peers. She says, in some ways, they are peerless because their money is what differentiates them from their friends. They start believing that their money is why they have friends. They don't want to be taken advantage of or feel like I have money and that's why people hang out with me, Bradley says. It feels they're invalidating. These insecurities manifest as a $4 Venmo request. If someone does the small donor Venmo, it means that they don't feel good, Bradley says. Wow. If someone does the small dollar Venmo, it means that they don't feel good. Well, let's keep it real. If you promise to pay somebody back for something on Venmo, I think it's a good idea just to send them the money back on Venmo. I'm trying to think about the last time I went to the store with my friend. Said I was going to give him money for something and then had to get asked for Venmo. I never been asked for Venmo because I send money that quickly. Let's see if we can watch it in the boss cam.
Think that Impala could do to remedy this or to actually make it a growing thing? Do you think we should cancel Impala?
Well, dang. So I guess it's like, all right, what can
Takes
happen?
a sip.
You know, what can we do about this? And I think that's what a lot of the activity online right now is about. But what do you guys think Impala could do to like remedy this or to actually make it a growing thing? Do you think we should cancel Impala?
Let me finish it out. Let me land the plane. Indy Jamma Jones is rich. All these skaters is her sons. And I'm not talking about Phoenix. Imagine what it's like to really be walking down the street and be getting used for skate videos. Like, she's like, yo, like, if I, Indy Jamma Jones, get paid more than anybody else that's in this shoot, I earned it. I have been making tutorials for 8 years. I got all this mother effing jewelry on. You can flex like your bitch. A word don't want it. You can try to flex like you're wanted. Now I gotta play this. Did the beat go whoop? Hey. I got all this mother effing jewelry on. You can try to flex like your BA wanted. You don't want these bullets coming like some comments. Make sure y'all can see this, the art. I got all this mother effing jewelry on. You can't flex like your BA wanted. You don't want these bullets coming like some comments. Flying like some comments. Bang, bang. You're a mother effing frog, little Kermit. I'm a glow man. I don't need no garment. And I'm hotter than an effing furnace. took a hookah blunt, then I burned it, and I spent this money because I earned it. That's Indy Jamma Jones. I didn't make the video up. She made it up. I'm gonna go back to the full King.
We should cancel Indy. And then Rebel said, I don't know, because I think it's really messed up thing. A total misstep, and I also think that they were like issues with the skates. And then Indy said, of course, I'm always listening and keeping these conversations open. That's all I typed. But she's literally contradicting herself so much. The fact that she said, yeah, people are upset and they want to talk about it and they should be totally valid in those feelings. And then she says, what can we do? What can happen? How can we fix this? But the way that she tried to fix everything was by changing passwords from her YouTube, changing passwords from the shop that she works at, ignoring her business partner.
Oh, ignoring her business partner.
Everyone else.
Oh.
Deleting all of the pictures from her Instagram, leaving only one which she edited the caption and then turning off the comments. Like, girl, dude. And you know what makes me the most like upset is that this girl was gonna have a collab, a skate collab with this black-owned new roller skate company, and they told her, we don't believe in canceling, but if you put an apology video and you are really like sorry for what you did, we won't cancel the collab. And what did she do?
Wow.
She said nothing. She said, I don't need this. Well, she said nothing. She left.
I don't need this. You hear that? People calling Indy Jamma Jones. Do she need it? I don't think she need it.
I'm getting back on track with Factor. Fresh, never frozen.
You need to talk to us about this. Like, you need to address that.
So much.
I'm gonna let it play.
The fact that she said, yeah, people are upset and changing passwords from the shop that she works at. Like, sorry for what you did. We won't cancel the collab. And what did she do? She said nothing. She said, I don't need this. Well, she said nothing. She left. So what did they do? They had to cancel that collab. This girl had a children's book with Sojourn. They both collab to make this video, to make this book. And part of it, the donations go to like refugees, and it like talks about that. She decided
Not the
to
donations going to refugees. Come on, Andy.
Be accountable for her actions. She couldn't say sorry to the black community. She couldn't say sorry to all those people of color skaters that looked up to her. She just decided to run away. And I just think it's so messed up that like she didn't even want to talk to Pigeon, her actual business partner. Like Pigeon was left to clean up all the that she left. You think that's fair to
So
her?
she switched up on Pigeon. I'm being all mean to Pigeon.
Like, Pigeon has
I
never
feel bad.
been rude to
For
me.
telling Pigeon, you should have checked her.
She has always valued my work. She was the one that saw my videos and told Indy that maybe we should collab with her. And Indy said that I was too controversial. But Pigeon saw that potential in me. Pigeon saw that I make good videos. I make entertaining stuff. You know, like I just show my life. I'm just real about it. You know, she like saw that and she valued me. And then you know what else? I felt this coming.
Oh my. Oh. Now we got to see the story of Kara to Kara. What do you mean she was controversial? You were controversial 5-6 years ago? What were you doing?
She was actually like working more in the warehouse and like getting packages shipped over and stuff like that. So she asked us, like Rebel and I, to make content for her channel because she wanted to do like daily content on her YouTube channel. But she asked us like if we wanted to do videos, like they would, like pay us twice, like if we got 2 videos out to post it on her channel, right? So I was really excited. I since I'm bilingual, I decided to make some videos in English and Spanish. And it's a lot harder than it looks because you have to be like talking in English and then talking in Spanish and then doing the same thing in English. You know, you're doing the same thing twice. So I would make videos, and
a piece of me wants to say, just do it. Just do one take English, one take Spanish. I know that as a person just shooting profile to wide, that can be a lot to do twice. And then you got to think about what you want to do and how you're going to change it for the different formats.
honestly,
You have to
there
be
were some weeks
super
when I was
disciplined.
like grind mode. I was like every day like recording, every day editing, and like doing all these things. And Indy runs the Planet Roller Skate Instagram, like that's her. She runs it, and I would literally give her like a video preview, the thumbnail, the video.
So
I
she
would
was
literally give her
editing for her
everything to
too.
advertise it or to repost it on her story, because that wasn't our agreement. We actually had a contract, and she promised me promotion, you know, like just standard stuff. But then she wouldn't post my stuff. She wouldn't post my stuff. She kept posting Dirty Deborah Harry, which she also made videos for her, which is a white woman with blonde hair, and she would keep posting Rebel, which she's a white woman, you know. And I started feeling really like invalidated. I was just like, so is my work like not worth it? Like, do I suck? Like, can you give me some pointers? And she always lagged on texting me back. Like,
Her last video on Instagram to this day. To this day is of Dirty Deborah right now.
I would always ask her stuff about like business, about like, you know, like YouTube videos, merch stuff. And then like I did that giveaway with them because they gave me the stuff to give away, and she didn't promote it once, like not even on her freaking story, like a little thing. Like you can like share posts like so easily on Instagram now, like nothing. And I was just getting like a lot of like resentment from her, and that's when I decided to decided to talk to Pigeon only. And I asked her, and I was telling her how like I was feeling, and you know, she like validated me. And
wow.
I asked her, I told her I wanted a raise because I had been doing this for like
man,
a year now.
So she was working there. This is a juicy video. This is juicy. I was not familiar with your game, Karen.
Like if we got
yesterday, I said, watch this for 45 minutes. How? That's how. The left, the right, the twisted turns.
Videos out to post it on her channel, right? So I was really excited. I since I'm bilingual, I decided to make some videos in English and Spanish. And it's the thumbnail.
So she's social media marketing.
And I started feeling really like invalidated it once, like not even on her freaking story, you know, like my views and stuff. And I just thought I deserved a raise. And
okay, we got another raise conversation
because I felt like she would say no or just like not take me seriously. And I asked Pigeon, and she told me, yeah.
Wow.
We never like got to it because once she told me to email her, you know, send her like a professional email talking about how much I wanted to get paid and stuff like that, you know, just like a professional email. And
so I sent her
all
email
this went down, and I was just like in shock that like this girl might really be racist. Like she might really, like she's so tone deaf.
Oh, so when she's in this meeting, in this thing, talking about Impala and like specifically saying, hey man, maybe they don't have the following or the skills to demand that price. Weird.
She has had black friends who have tried to
Oh
tell her this, who have tried to
no.
like make her understand that this thing exists and you can't just ignore it, and like it's happening in your community, and she just chose to ignore it. She's like, oh, like no, like I can't really see that, so I guess it's not
Stop
happening.
this.
Like, no, like what? You yeah, it's just like, I know she keeps saying that she's going to say something publicly, but at this point, like, her word is worth nothing to me and to a lot of people. A lot of people lost her respect. You know, like, Pigeon had to fire her because she was not taking accountability. Pigeon gave her all these resources to read up about what it means to be, like, white in America, the privilege that you hold, and how you should help others, and you know, just giving her this like help. But
Think she gonna do another panel?
Write the apology for you. You have to do that herself. And she kind of threw like a little fit, and she was like, "You're supposed to help me," but like, she doesn't want it, you know. And she would rather see her career crumble than to say that being racist is wrong. Like, how more racist can you be? And she, you know, like, her family's from Texas and stuff, and she never wants to do anything to like crazy or whatever because her mom watches her YouTube and like her mom is controlling her YouTube. Like, girl, you can't live like that. You gotta do it, you know, think for yourself. And if she has these like deep rooted...
That's true. If nothing else, even if I didn't believe it that much, and if somebody said all you have to do is say that it's wrong, you don't have to march. You don't have to put a black square on Instagram. Nothing. None of the hard stuff. All you got to do is say this is wrong with the game on the line. Martians have a death beam pointed at your head. I actually have this one saved already.
On the line, one shot. Who would you rather have taking it, Iggy or Curry?
Of everyone on Golden State, open shot, fate of the universe on the line, or the Martians have the death beam pointed at Earth, you better hit it. I want Iguodala.
I want Iguodala. Oh, everyone on Golden State.
Like racist.
This the shot we shooting.
You know, like you can work to and learn that.
With your career on the line.
Unless you want to, unless you choose to, unless
it's just the principle.
Better than caring about Black lives. You know. So that's my personal experience with Indy. I always did feel like she looked down on me, like, whoa, because I don't care. I always felt like, you know, like those judgy vibes. And, you know, like, to go back to the Impala video, she just rants about how she's going to keep selling this skate that is causing a lot of trouble to people.
She's gonna keep selling this skate.
You know, like, everyone's questioning their morals. I have a whole video
everybody's questioning their morals
about how I felt about the whole Impala situation, and I'm always trying to like keep things positive, you know. But like Indy's actions have just like spoken so much louder than anything that she could ever say, and that's
another layer of it I didn't think about.
I don't want to work with her anymore. Period. Pigeon doesn't want to work with her. So to like give you guys the breakdown, Planet Roller Skate, the YouTube belongs to Indy. Okay? She made that. That's hers. Then she collabed with Pigeon to make PlanetRollerskate.shop, right? Pigeon used to own the actual physical Moxie shop in Long Beach and Venice. She then closed Venice to focus more on the Long Beach one. And
Venice to focus on Long Beach. That's why I got two different looks. Okay. There's two different Moxie shops.
So now that this happened, Pigeon is removing Indy from PlanetRollerskate.shop. They have a warehouse where they ship things out, right?
Wow.
She cannot remove Indy's YouTube videos because that belongs to her. She did fire her from the shop, from the warehouse. So now, and she is rebranding her physical
and she has
shop
to
in Long Beach
rebrand the
has
whole
been closed
thing
due to renovations and COVID, but they're gonna open next month, and it's gonna be called Pigeon Skate Shop. The Instagram is also called Pigeon Skate Shop for the shop, and then the Planet Roller Skate Instagram belongs to Indy, and Indy changed the password so she can't, you know, that's not associated with Pigeon, and Pigeon is going to rename the website pigeonskates.com, something like that. I just know that it's under construction right now. She's working a lot of it, you know, like I feel for her because she has a lot of employees that she has to take care of, you know, like with this whole COVID situation. A lot of her employees had to go.
Yep.
Work,
so she has a lot of employees holding the warehouse down.
It's so like sad and draining.
What's up, man? How you living?
Like,
I'm in the
especially
building.
the ones that are doing customer service
In the virtual streets.
Indy's hate mail. And
checking in last time for 2024.
And you know, it's just like, why would you want like your dirt to be like poured on someone else? Like, that's so sad. And you know, like Pigeon has a toddler she has to take care of. So when this whole thing happened, a lot of people that had made a donation to any Black Lives funds, they matched it. They have donated a lot of money so far to that campaign, to bring awareness and stuff, which I think is really cool. And yeah, you know, and then like back to that like Impala video, like after she explained that she was just gonna keep selling them, like she never once asked me how I felt about the situation. Like they were never like, damn, that was really messed up, but how did that make you feel, Karen? Like they never asked me that, nor Rebel. And then there was this huge fat part where I talk about that the main reason why I supported Impala so much was because all of their skates are vegan, and I'm a vegan skater, and the fact that like all their skates are vegan says something to me and other vegans, because a lot of like vegan options that people put are just to get the vegan dollar, you know what I mean? Like they don't really care about making like an animal friendly skate.
They making vegan friendly skates. Money.
So
animal friendly skates.
I think it's cool to have both, but you know, I do know that there are some people that are like really picky with that.
Vegan option.
Vegan, about not eating animals. You know, I have a video on like how a little chicken rooster changed my life and made me vegan, and I have a tattoo of him. But yeah, like that was very important to me.
Oh, we got another cutaway.
Gorgeous to me.
And they didn't include that in the video. And then they did like the outro without me at Indy's house, which I thought was so weird. Like the whole video is weird, you guys. Yeah, like let me know what you guys think in the comments. You know, this is my
regardless,
first update.
We go eat them or somebody else go eat them.
So far, what I've been dealing with, how I feel. So like moving forward, like I'm not a Planet Roller Skate correspondent anymore. Right now I'm just working by myself. If you guys know, I am an artist. I have an Etsy shop. I make beanies, and you know, like I have an embroidery machine, so I make a lot of like cool art, wearable art. I just made shirts with my logo. It's just a little blood.
It's just a little blood.
My, like, logos.
Wow.
Like one of my favorite art pieces that I've done. I also sell stickers and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, now she breaking off. She in her own
so
Etsy shop.
Hit me up on Instagram. And yeah, you know, like it's so.
This would have been a great video to reference for the Fall of Moxie video and the Fall of Impala video.
Not believing in me, or just like seeing me as like whatever, like who is she, like. But I know that like I'm better than that. Like I know my value. I said that, you know, like in my other Impala video, like if anyone ever wants to work with me, you know, like I'm gonna need some sort of payment because this is my life, this is my income. Like I work for myself, I sustain
my
myself.
Like,
I have big dreams of
payola. This my payola.
Going around the places to skate, like to travel vlog, like those are my big dreams, and you need money to achieve that. And like I'm working hard on myself. Like right now I'm just putting like all of my time and energy into making my brand better. I've always wanted to have a clothing brand too, and like now I'm making it possible, you know. I have a dream of having like my own like skate
listen
collab
to that dream
day,
talk.
you know. I would love that. And
Heart and gold.
I
see why people are connecting.
So
I see what the audience is wanting.
You guys that support me. You guys are the reason why I keep doing this. I have a lot of like big dreams and hopes for my future, like here on YouTube and, you know, stuff like that. And I'm just like, I guess the positive.
I'm gonna pause it here. That was a nice take on the story. I have to stop joking about this. That was the second thing that I started thinking about. I said, bruh, this cannot be that funny to you. This is not a funny situation. None of this is a joke. The story cannot be. And I giddily read through each and every article. Like, hee hee. Shamik Moore. That's what really inspired me. I thought about the whole situation, and I'm like, bro, are you gonna be the Shamik Moore roller skating after this? The two situations are nowhere near correlated, but still. I was like, bro, I can't even remember what I was looking for. Mota skates. Mota skates. Actually, before I go to Mota skates, let me think. I wanted to actually watch the Karen the Carrot video. I watched the Karen the Carrot video. I watched Farron's video. I have not watched Estrogen Isn't Involved. Not today. I have been on a run. My take on Indy's apology. Last one. What did you say? Imagine you get online, look at a video, searching yourself. I think she's great at hiding her R word. This was wonderfully said, by the way. Sometimes, though, a spade is just a spade. I usually believe that everyone is due forgiveness, but her actions have consistently been ridiculous. Those panels were ridiculous. Calling all of your friends of color to have a talk about, I don't know what she was talking about. I don't know what the goal was. Streaming until midnight. I actually have somewhere to go. My friend is having a party. There's a wind advisory. says rain is starting soon. How long is it raining? Okay. But still, if it rains, I'm not going. I was gonna. His wife is forcing me not to wear a ski mask. She said she's gonna make me take it off. There's a dress code. I'm not walking anywhere in anybody's dress code in the rain. In 2 New Year's Eve Ubers is an investment. That's how you wake up with $100 Uber bill. But I gotta find a way to the metro, and then I gotta find a way from the metro to the place. So I gotta be on bus time. So when I said wake up with bus time, man, it's my life. I'm going. I'm going. I was at the house yesterday, and one of my friends talked about some people that had passed in his life. I got up immediately. And I went to do everything I was in and on about all week. Because life's too short. I could take the C12 to the P12. The C12, if I get down to the stop, if I can get out to the stop in real life, if it's only drizzling a little bit, I might get a trash bag. I might just trash bag it up. And it's not supposed to be raining. I just got tested. Oh, I recently subscribed to her like 3 days before that apology. I was so confused. I unsubscribed because that apology, was just that bad. And I couldn't even believe someone like her could be like that. It was like finding out that Beyonce was black. I think she made a mistake, but she has still not taken responsibility in a meaningful way. You can still become a good person, but she needs to work on it. And at this point, I don't think she deserves a platform. She can do it in private. If we stop giving her views from now on, she won't have it anymore. She can do it in private. It's wild. You could do that at your house.
In the oven. That is what I did. But at least I was wearing my skates, and I could really tell, like last night, while I was waiting.
What you doing for New Year's?
I was putting some apple strudel in the microwave to heat
Low
it up.
key? Last year I was streaming till midnight. I was real-life streaming. I started the year streaming. And then I got home from being out all night for New Year's, and then I jumped on stream. I was on stream bad long.
Oh, the microwave was on. I thought I would go and
I gotta cut the
living room
captions
and
on.
Be like,
She British.
And I noticed really quickly
You're gonna be using the British English.
Requires me to turn my feet in and out, so like transitions. Oh my god, it hurts! It hurts so bad. So I'm gonna try a little bit of a skate tonight, but it's really like I think like a baby skate. I think I'm gonna feel very much like early days because my legs, I just feel so wobbly and like Bambi-like on them. So yeah, I am gonna be having a go. I am excited. I haven't recorded in a few days, just plodding about. But yeah, I just watched that new Indy video, and I haven't really spoken about Indy. Like, When I chose to start
she's
skating,
settling in.
I'm actually booked to be tested for autism. I have a lot of traits apparently for autism or Asperger's, so I'm actually on the waiting list to be tested for it. But one of the things I tend to get really obsessive with is if I have an interest in something, before I will embark on that, I will do an excessive amount of research. I love researching stuff.
An excessive amount of research.
When I decided I was going to skate, it was like Boxing Day. I thought I'm going to buy myself some skates. So in the meantime, I was excited. I wanted to learn some stuff. I wanted to be ready for when they came. So I found, obviously, Indy's channel. I fell in love with her. She was like a queen.
Falls in love.
I want to be just like you.
I found Beyonce. Skaters love Beyonce.
You know, looked up to her, even though I'm like way older than her. But, you know, she's so good at skating, and I can't take that. No one can take that away from her.
Yeah, she has a daughter.
Skater. And when all the stuff went down, because I was, so basically she taught me how to skate. Like, I would watch her videos over and over again. Like some videos I would watch in like minute details, just trying to figure out exactly what it was she was doing or what she was saying. Because sometimes words aren't enough for me to take something and I need to look at it. I'm a really practical learner as well. So really I was just using her for like my skating Bible. So I really had a lot of respect
the
for her.
skating Bible, that is high praise.
At the time, I remember it all happening. That week especially was a really intense week, and at the time I was one of the very few people of color voices. There was some of us, but obviously a lot of us were angry, and rightly so, and I was angry, but I was one of the few people who were like, yo, I don't
I don't think that she meant it like this. I was one of the people saying, hey bruh, chill out.
And you know, I
big
think
mistake
that it wasn't malicious. She didn't intend to do what she did, and she didn't realize what she was doing and how harmful it was. And we thought, well, since it was such an innocent mistake, it'd be quite easy to rectify. She consistently has trouble apologizing. I don't think she's racist. I actually don't think she's racist at all. I think she has racist tendencies because most people do. Even
I don't think she's. I think she has racist tendencies. That's that British wit. That's it. There it go.
That a black person would be more scared of another black person than they would of a white person. That's conditioning through society, and you know those shows like Cops and stuff. Like they're always making out that black people are these scary people you see in the shadows. So obviously there will be a certain amount of racism that everyone has, that she has, but is easily learned. It's more of an ignorance than an out and out racism. That's what I believed anyway, and I still don't think she's racist. Let me just be clear on that. I don't think she's racist, but I think she's got a big ego. I think that's why she's having a really hard time apologizing. So I watched her new episode today because there was the first attempt. She didn't say anything. It was that live. I watched it. It was like 2.5 hours long, something like that. The town hall thing. She didn't really say anything in that, which was disappointing. But I thought, you know what? Benefit of the doubt again. Maybe she's just, you know, absorbing what she's hearing right now.
It's like everybody in the skating community colluded in one friend group to talk to Indy, Jamma Jones after this. It was like everybody was at the rink that day. Everybody was in practice and something left happened. And now you got people, the drama. She's in England. This is a woman in England having the same experience. Everybody.
Just had like 2 whole days of like insaneness. Let her just absorb stuff being said directly to her. So I gave it a pass, and then that video went, it vanished, and that wasn't good. I wasn't impressed with that. That was weird.
Weird.
And then, there was that whole Pigeon situation, and she wasn't
talking
replying
about
to
Pigeon.
anyone. And like Pigeon had said, like they're trying to contact her, all this stuff, and they can't get hold of her. And I actually contacted Long Beach Police to do a wellness check on her, because I was actually quite angry by this point. But at the same time, I still wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt. And I also didn't want anything bad to happen to her. You know, we want her to learn. We don't want her to, you know, the worst case scenario would be for her to completely turn her backs on us and just be extreme the other direction. We want to encourage growth and learning and, you know, room to make mistakes. And at this point, I still thought mostly what she did was a harmful and hurtful mistake.
A harmful and hurtful mistake.
But yeah, it came back to me that she was fine. Like, they did a wellness check and she'd just gone home. And so one of the things in her recent apology, she's saying about Pigeon, and like, I feel like she
actually calls them to check up on her.
Back out to other people, whether that be Karen the Carrot or Pigeon, because although she made it seem like she was being apologetic to Karen, the fact that she said certain things the way she did, like, seems you won't respond to my calls, it kind of makes Karen seem like a bitch, and she's not. She's just hurt personally. Sorry, someone's going fast. And she just didn't want to reply, I guess. You know, that's up to her. But calling her out like that makes Indy seem a bit more of a victim. And then the whole Pigeon thing, it's like, well, when she was relaying that back with her words, I remember at the time. So I don't know if she's hoping that time that's passed and people who weren't around at the time won't remember and will just take her word for it. But if you were around at the time, you will know that there were people putting their tenties out, trying to contact Indy, and she was not replying. And so that's why we all believe, at least, why she got fired and completely cut off from Pigeon, because she would not help Pigeon. Pigeon was in the shit. I'm not defending Pigeon. I know there's stuff out there about Pigeon. I'm just saying
she never said anything for Pigeon. That's something I never pointed out throughout this whole entire situation. She talks about the kids. She talks about being involved in the business. She never says, and Pigeon doesn't feel this way. I, Indy Jamma Jones, feel like this is the line. Never. She said, I protected my friend, as if people attacked her friend.
And she's trying to contact her. Everyone was saying they're trying to contact her and no one can reach her.
Then she stops calling in and answering her work calls.
There was no contact, which is what everyone could see. Even India said herself, she was radio silent. I don't know why she'd wait so long. If she's got some demands that like to apologize and get stuff sorted, why is she waiting until a couple of days before the deadline? Like, that should be your top priority. You have caused this hurt. And I feel like where the ego comes in, I think she sees the hurt she's done. She says, I said sorry. Like, I said sorry one time, then 2 times, and now I'm saying it a 3rd time. Now I'm getting a bit angry that I'm having to keep saying sorry. And it's like, but these are the people you hurt, and your apologies aren't good enough, and now you're turning it all to make it look like you're a victim. And there's a point.
She has an apology deadline. Why you waited till a couple days before? And Indy drags her feet and clops around in every apology. I officially have to let my Huawei case go. So, my latest lesson in life was looking at my Huawei case. This is the Huawei case that I had back when I was in China. Like the Huawei case for my phone. I've had it so long that all of the pieces fell off and broke around. And now I have just this. Like, it's been crumpling up. There's pieces of it all over my house. And then one day I said, Allie, why are you holding on to this Huawei case? Why didn't you just get a new Huawei case? What are you teaching yourself by not just getting the new Huawei case? Found it. Is it for the P40? You don't have to start running around with your Huawei out, but you can just get another little case. This case was so cheap. It was like 100 kwai. And I think I got two at the same time. It wasn't just one. That we on a string budget. Now, that is exactly what it says to yourself. You are struggling. Lay struggle. That little pang of fear. But what's the real answer to that? What's the real answer? What was this case protecting? It had one little piece over here on the side that was keeping it. I tell you, I was stacking these things in my bag and sliding it in my bag. What do you mean this is your keys? Let's put the guns down. That's what I need to do with that case. The new mindset that I like to have is, instead of focusing on shrinking your budget and lifestyle as small as possible, focus on actions that create increase. I sat down and I wrote down every little moment of anxiety. Every moment where it's something so small, it's so funny. And when I think about it, those are the things that I'm concerned with in life. Like, you got the fake stuff like, yeah, I'm doing it for this, I'm doing it for that. What really changes it is attaching the emotion.
Point in the video, I can't remember what her exact words were.
That moment when I walked around with my case instead of getting a new one.
Yeah, because you really hurt a lot of people.
My iPhone case broke too. Two broken phone cases.
The black community were bullying her. Like, they weren't trying to educate her. They were just trying to troll her and hate her. And no, some of it was just pure anger. They weren't after helping you. And to be honest, it's not their obligation to help you. So some of them have a right. If they want to just be angry, they can just be angry. But then there's some of us who want to help. And, but the reason why I made this video, I've babbled so much, is because up until today, I have still given her the benefit of the doubt. Still been looking forward to her coming out with new videos, making an actual genuine apology. And I don't think that this apology being scripted is a bad thing. I think that is actually a good thing to do if you want to get out everything you want to say. Something I don't do very much. I kind of just fly by the seat of my pants and just spit everything out. But she did the smart thing. She wanted to make sure she got all her points down. But like I say, with most of her points, she wanted to turn it a little bit.
It's like watch an episode of Doctor Who.
Responsibility off herself. And I just feel like it felt like she what she's learned from this experience and hasn't been that much about black people, because she hasn't actually told us what she's learned in terms of the black movement and Black Lives Matter. She hasn't really done anything to show that she's anti-racist. But what I've seen from that apology and her last apology was that this one was more constructed, which means I think she's had legal help. I also think she's seeking legal help in regards to maybe Pigeon and maybe Queer Girl Straight Skates. It seems that she's got some bitterness held there. I mean, it's definitely for Pigeon, but maybe a little bit for Queer Girl. She keeps saying about how people have been building themselves up.
Definitely seems like some resentment there. She's mad.
Speculation, okay? Just want to make sure this. I don't think it actually has happened, but I feel it could be a possibility that maybe the hacking situation has something to do with Indy, not necessarily directly from Indy, but maybe people who support Indy feel that Queer Girl Straight Skates has betrayed Indy and therefore want to kind of like get back at her or something. I don't know. That is pure media speculation. It's just a thought that went through my mind at one point. I don't actually think it's true, but if it came out to be true, I wouldn't be surprised if it was an attack as a retaliation. That's all I'm saying. But she used a lot of jargon in that apology, like what was the word she used?
Lots of money.
Queer Girl Straight Skates. Now let's think about the idea of Queer Girl Straight Skates betraying Indy for taking Carrot's side. What does that really say? I think that's one of the worst implications we got so far.
She used like defamation, and there was another word as well. I can't think. I'm a brain fart, but she used a lot of like kind of legal terms, which makes me think she's been speaking to legal people. And I think this apology was a mixture of things she really felt and really wanted to say, which, whether it's good or bad, they were her true feelings. But it's been written really clinically and then delivered super clinically, and it just makes it really hard to to accept an apology that doesn't feel completely genuine. I don't want her to cry. I don't want to see her dog behind her. I don't want all those manipulation tactics. I just wanted her to just care. It doesn't feel like she cares about what she did more than
she doesn't care about what she thinks. It's more about how it affects her.
Because it's really affected her, and she doesn't like that, and that's made her angry.
And she got into the point, and I feel like at this point, it's so real that she's like, I'm not untouchable. I am getting touched right now by this entire scandal. It's not going away. Everybody who I thought was going to ride with me through this is gone. When I saw my friend getting bullied by mods, I put my cape on and I drew my sword for Planet Roller Skate. The time came for Pigeon to put her cape on and draw her sword. And Pigeon said, I cannot drag my skate shop through this with the warehouse in the brick and mortar business. She's vested.
And I can understand it, but she has to acknowledge that she did bring it on herself. And what I keep trying to get to, what bothers me the most, which is why I've kind of, I'm letting it go now. I'm not looking forward to coming back. I'm gonna still keep an eye on her. I would like to see her grow, but she's gonna have to use actions now because her words just don't cut it. So she needs to start acting. But the actions that I keep seeing that I really don't like is the silencing. Apparently, there's been a lot of silencing of the comments in her video, and there is a lot of positive comments there. And when you look anywhere else, there's a whole bunch of negative comments towards Indy, as well as positive ones.
A whole lot of negative comments towards Indy. I wish I could find these.
But there are some people who
now I gotta jump on there.
That's up to them as well. That's fine. I'm not telling anyone to accept it or not accept it. But if you're white, it's not yours to accept. That's all. But she's deleting comments, and that's like the main thing she actually did wrong, was silencing Black voices. It started off being silenced by someone else, and then she silenced, and then she silenced some more, and then she silenced comments on her other apology video, and now she's silencing comments again.
I ain't gonna be able to find them. She delete comments.
And that, if she's learned anything, that should have been the one thing she learned. Do not silence us. She continues to do it. So whatever she's learned, I don't think it's been anything beneficial as of yet. But like I say, I'll keep my eye on her activity because I would love to see her grow and I'd love to be able to support her again. But as it is, I have lost all hope. And yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
That's what I wanted to say. That's my 2
I feel like
cents.
I'm gonna get hate now.
Your 2 cents. You said 2 cents. That's American currency. What's the conversion of 2 cents to British money? I can search that on Google. I don't gotta put that in the comment. To pounds. $100. It's 2 pence. That's my 2 pence. That's not. She's not using British English.
But I just wanted to talk about it. It's disappointing. I really love that girl. And I still have a fondness
I
to her.
really love her. I still have fondness for her in my heart. Hey, yo. Beyonce is black. Did you hear me? I'm looking out the window. I'll be right back. I'm about to see how long I'm going to keep streaming. I got to get off stream. I need to shower and leave the house. Honestly and truthfully, that is the obvious reason. The obvious answer. So one quick tangent. Oh, man, I got a quick tangent before I get out of here.
Dishes and put frozen
I
pizza.
started rollerblading. I think I told y'all I went rollerblading on Sunday. I don't think I got a chance to tell it on stream. I went rollerblading and I'm officially over it. I am over it. 10 hours in, the day I got over it. It's officially work. Mute tab. Now I'm shooting dance videos. Thank you. And it's cold. And we be skating down hills. I'm like, I would never in my effing life skate down this hill in the traffic. Not one time in my roller skating life have I ever gone to the top of a big hill in DC and said, let's skate down this.
I'm different, yeah, I'm different.
I don't know why it does that. And then I looked at a video of myself skating like this on the spot from to the left. And for the first time since I started rollerblading, I asked myself, man, what are you doing? Bruh, I kind of just want to skate at Freedom Plaza at the same time and then not go on the 22-mile skate around the city. What if it was just this part? My throat scratchy. I still got blisters. This is after all the skating. And you know what happened? I started pop locking harder. I was like, man, your hands look sloppy. Oh, wait. I gotta remember, be like Indy Jamma Jones. So final takeaways before I get out of here. Her YouTube channel thrived as aspiring skaters turned to her for comforting, inspiring guidance. She emanated a sense of coolness that every woman desired to emulate. What part of your work are you doing that emanates a quality that every member of X group wants to be like you? Who wants to be like you? Why do they want to be like you? That's how you get 100K on YouTube. That quality, that likableness. And now I got to ask myself, why are you skating all around DC, uphill, downhill? Let me go to the can. Why? Cardio. You gotta get conditioned for New York. A lot of these dudes, a lot of these inline dudes, they skate and they make videos about going to events and meetups. You got to be able to skate with the dudes around New York. First and foremost. And now let's go to a comment that built an unimaginable amount of resentment for me. I have so much beef with inline skaters because this dude commented on my stream a couple days ago. I want to read his comment and show you the comment that made me start side-eyeing inline skaters.
And sell them directly to you. No middleman. Just quality tools you can trust at prices you'll love.
Dumbeezy TV. What's up, Boss Tweezy? It's your boy, Dumbeezy. And I'm coming to you here live from the Steezy. Because I'm back at it again with another episode of the Jam Skating News. And that's how I want my drop to sound every single time. I have been practicing that drop for months.
A three-wheel inline setup will rival a quad skate with more versatility.
I am already yelling.
A three-line inline setup, a three-wheel inline setup
back and I listened.
Will rival a quad skate. And I said, with all of the subtleness of Indy Jamma Jones, thanks for the insight on inlines, but I'm calling a balderdash on the three-wheel inlines rivaling quads skates. Beef. And he said it's been proven. And this is when I started bringing about the big guns. Rivals what quality? What quality? What does it mean to quad skate to inline skaters is what I started wondering deep down inside. What do you think we're doing this for? The wheels might be, no, they're not in the position. The length of the line, the size of the wheels, the placement of the axis, what quality of quad skates are you modeling? Snapping doesn't work fundamentally on inline skates. Not really. It's extremely difficult to snap because of the amount of time that you need to make a rotation and the length of your axis. So I can snap with a 90 mil 3-wheel setup. Is that what you're saying? Every single time I see somebody with a 3-wheel inline on, I get a little upset. I get upset. I get physically upset. I'm like, if I catch another M&F for talking sweet about quad skates, I'm effing beating the A's. I ain't playing no more. And in the new year, the part of me that gets upset because people are wearing 3-wheel inline skates, I want to get him under control. I'm going to stop this. I'm going to stop doing this. In 2025, I will stop doing this. Hopefully. I'm going to see. I'm going to see how I feel. Because this dude right here, and this is what I mean by the street skating. Ain't no point in my entire career where I said that this is how I was going to get the views. Now, y'all can't see it. At no point in my career did I say I want to be this guy. I don't want to be this guy. Like, I made a choice. I made it. 2.8 million views, threading the needle in New York traffic. You got it, bro. Commuting uptown. Speed skating through traffic. I could do this in DC. If I got one of those 360 cams, I could have a career threading the traffic in DC. Then I put it back in to that same group. Or I could not skate in traffic. That's the one thing about being an inline skater. This is the most popular kind of inline skating. He got that plaque, but you can see he doing the big skates, the big skate outs in New York. Got to be able to hang in New York. Oh, yeah, I remember the last thing I wanted to say.
Look at that.
Is he going to tell me that Skate Squid isn't black next too? Tell me about the best modern inline skaters. I wanted to say, man, I snap with Skate Squid and Anacostia. You do not quote magic to me. He almost touched that 100K. He almost touched that 100K roller building. He ice skates too. He does ice skating and inline skating. So that might really put me over. If I started ice skating too, it would bring another element to the video. Man, I got to start that. Oh my God. Zero. I have zero desire to do this in traffic. Not for views. Is that the wizard skate setup? He has the wizard setup. Thinking about skating in traffic makes me consider, bro, do you really want 100K on YouTube? Are you really about that life? It's the first time I ever thought that about skating. So you're not going to spend all your time playing video games and you're not going to skate in traffic? You got to pick a struggle, bro. You can't be bad at video games and mediocre at skating. The easiest way to get hours up and time up is DC. It's going to be a lot more predictable. That might be the setup for wizard skating, but he ain't doing you no favors in New York or Chicago. He stopped talking. But, bro, I'm so tempted. I'm like, man, you could start skating in your parking lot. If you did 100 hours and it was walk out to the parking lot and hit them joints and then keep it pushing, you know how much quicker it'd be? If I just did it like there, I could do it like every day. I wouldn't even have to wait for the end of the week. I'm almost there. I want to wrap the 100 hours up before the weather starts to break. Because when the weather starts to break, I'm going to be down in Anacostia. So I'm going to be at Anacostia every single day after work, working on the course or getting ready to film the course. Last thing I do before I get out of here, I'm going to save the thank yous, the final thank you for next. I want to preview the next part. Next Sunday in my next stream, maybe on Saturday. I might have an emergency stream on like Thursday or Friday because I'm about to get a haircut. Mota roller skates. Mota roller skates. Let me come to news background too. I'm going to show y'all a couple graphics that I'm working on. And I want to show you the funniest thing I saw all week. I saw one video mentioning a skate brand that did something really, really silly and got canceled, but I never knew what the brand was. And now that I'm going back and thinking about it, it had to be Mota roller skates. Mota roller skates. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Skateland BAK. Oh my God, these. Irina Estrada. Come on, man. Oh my God. Those are mine. I love these boots. These are absolutely amazing. Ain't no way, boy. This is worse than getting snapped at the Diddy party. Click, gotcha. Hey, yo, hey, would never. I would not be called dead supporting something this wild on the internet. Mota dropped the Blue Lives Matter skates. And when I saw that they dropped them, I asked myself, who's they market? And I'm like, could they get a market? Was there a market of women and men who wanted Blue Lives Matter roller derby skates? Yes. I'm not mad about the affiliations. I just think it's funny that you've expressed this much excitement about this. There's a market. This one goes deep. This one goes deep. So somebody that made roller skates decided to make this Venn diagram. Believe it or not, it's okay to be all three. Outraged by GF's supports good police officers does not condone looting and rioting. This is just a little targeted. This is what, if this is the type of politics that we're getting into roller skating, I would say, yeah, no politics in the group, guys. This is getting out of hand. A roller skating company. And we're going back into Mota and Adam skates. This is a 2-part Scooby-Doo episode. Truly a caper. Mota skates. Oh my. Oh my. When I tell you, I have not been anywhere near as excited as I am going to be to cover Mota skates. Indy Jamma Jones, I've been talking about her for weeks. Weeks. I've studied this story inside and out. I'm talking to multiple people. It has nothing on Mota skates. They buried this one. Oh, man. I'm so glad that I took some time to learn about roller derby and then specifically come up with this. Anyway, last thing, previews. I showed y'all the Indy Jamma Jones videos or the memes. I've been getting a lot better at creating thumbnails. I used to not be like confident in my thumbnail shooting. And I'm still not 1000% like, oh man, I'm a pro. But I'm feeling a lot better about each and every one that I make. Because I've been making so many. And making thumbnails is such a high value skill. It's UK. Let's look at the UK versus the USA. I done made a couple of these. High converting skill. Yeah, I didn't open them. I didn't save them and export them. The UK versus the USA. Yes, sir, ski. The converts to the Bauer skates. I forgot I didn't finish this one. I got to finish this one. Maybe some text. I like the outline. This gradient could use some work. Here's a gradient that lets these pop on the back. I could do the same thing, do the verses, and then go ice, and then to the street. I could keep the arrow. Maybe even make it smaller. Use the one up top. And then take that one up top, make it a little bit smaller. Yeah, boy. Something like this. So it's a little bit clearer. I can see that it goes into this. So, Bone, that's 2. And now, let me look at another one. I've been making a couple. I've been making a lot of graphics. Snap in. Right, might as well flex both of these since I got them. Am I going with this one? Am I going with this one? I could do a test. Now let me find the snap video. Snap in history, assets. No. Where did I put it? Pictures. If I can't see it this time, I'm gonna have to say call it a day. I gotta call it a day. Well, I made a couple thumbnails. I guess it don't count if I lose them and I can't even find them inside of my files. Yeah, but I'm on the grizzled. Hat to the rizzled. Well, anyway, it's been an amazing year. It's been an amazing year of streaming. Let me come to the place. The courts. Give it a course or give it an Anacostia. Course or Anacostia. Let's keep it real. Let's go down to Anawitty. Let's go down to Anawitty because this is where I was skating in the beginning. This was my skate area. It's been a journey this year. There's been ups, there's been downs, there's been adjustments, there's been reworkings and transformations, and I'm looking to take all that into next year. Excuse me. One of my big goals for next year is to have something extravagant planned for New Year's Eve. No more using the phone case till it break off the back. Spend time creating additional assets and stay focused all year. Make sure that we're going to continue to build. We're going to be increasing, EATing, eliminating, automating, and then delegating. I don't know. I forgot the last one, but a team working it. And I look forward to making sure that we stay in rapacious. I got a couple of competitions coming up. I want to get that Smooth Criminal costume, and I've been practicing Smooth Criminal for the AGT audition, but I might do Rock Your World. But you know what I mean? Upwards and onwards. Last stream.